This is why Amir Khan is must-watch television. He's always entertaining, in the ring and even out of the ring. There's always drama and madness going on when it comes to Amir Khan. This is why I refuse to write Samuel Vargas off in my pre-fight videos. Yes, I expected Khan to win, but I was concerned about Khan's attitude going into the fight, because this is a guy who never seems to learn from his past mistakes. It's quite incredible that a guy who has been dropped as many times as Amir Khan has been dropped would be so happy to exchange with opponents as Amir Khan is. He comes out in the early part of the fight. Once he hurts Vargas, because he dropped him in, when was it now, the second? Yeah, he dropped him in the second and he dropped him in the third. When he dropped him in the second, Khan got happy, started letting his hands go all over the place, started feeling himself, and that's when he got clocked with a right hand and went down hard. After the fight, Khan tried to say it was a flash knockdown. Khan went down hard, and he's lucky that it was at the end of the round, or else he might not have survived the round, or at the very least would have got hit with some more hard shots and might have gone down again. And he was also hurt later on in the fight in one of the mid or late rounds. At the end of the round again, he was on rubbery legs, as we've seen him so many times in his career. Khan just cannot keep his macho instincts in check. He just can't do it. He just can't do it. He is totally compelled to exchange with people. It's the strangest thing for a guy who has absolutely no chin at all. It's very strange for such a vulnerable fighter to be putting himself constantly in vulnerable positions. Khan is naturally offensive. That's how he is. He has natural attacking instincts. He always wants to attack. That's always what's on his mind, because he has this fast hand speed, and as many people have said over the years, Khan is in love with his own hand speed. You know, he can't just throw one or two shots here and there. He has to let his hands go all the time. And to be honest with you, his trainer Joe Goosen, his new trainer, was encouraging him to do that. Goosen was saying, yeah, keep your hands up, but I want more offense from you. I don't want you boxing as safety first as you're boxing right now. I think Amir Khan, seriously now, if he even hopes to be remotely competitive at world level, I'm not talking about him winning world level fights, I'm talking about him being competitive at world level. If he even wants to be competitive, he needs to ditch Joe Goosen and do whatever it takes to get back with Virgil Hunter. Yes, he lost that one fight against Hunter. Yes, he was hurt and down against Julio Diaz when he was with Hunter too. But the Julio Diaz fight was early in his relationship with Hunter. Some people will say, well, this fight right here was early in his relationship with Goosen. But Goosen's ethos is to try and get Khan to throw more punches and be more offensive. And I just think that's a recipe for disaster for Amir Khan. I think he needs to go back to Hunter, and Hunter will get him fighting safety first, just like he did against Devon Alexander, just like he did against Luis Collazo. If you guys remember that fight, that was one of Khan's best performances against Collazo in terms of staying disciplined, not exchanging, using his speed from the outside, using good footwork and a very structured boxing style. Same with Devon Alexander. This Khan was planting his feet more, trying to get more power in the shots. And although I do think his power was relatively good in the first few rounds, more so his speed, but when he sits down in the shots, Khan can hit harder, as most fighters can. But as the fight progressed and he started getting tired, he was in the corner at one point, getting hit with body shots, and he actually called Sammy Vargas in, because again, Khan's got this macho instinct, which he just can't help. Yeah, it was an entertaining fight at the end of the day. Vargas is a very limited fighter, and Khan did deserve the win. Let's not get it twisted. Khan scored 2 knockdowns of his own. He deserved the win on the cards, but boy did he look vulnerable, as he often does. Kell Brook was sitting ringside, and Brook will be more desperate than ever to get Khan in the ring, because he knows Khan's ready to go again. He knows if he don't get to Khan, someone else is going to get to him. And he wants that payday. He wants to be the guy to separate Khan from his senses and capitalize on it financially to the fullest. Brook wants to be that guy. But Khan didn't seem very keen. He did mention Kell Brook in the post-fight interview, but he seems more focused on Pacquiao. And some people have said he's hiding behind the chasing Pacquiao excuse. So who knows, man, but very entertaining. Amir Khan fight, as they usually are. One of the reasons that Khan fights are so entertaining is because he always starts so fast, right? Khan is a very fast starter. He's hurt a lot of guys early. He's dropped a lot of guys early. But after they get acclimatized to the speed, that's when Khan tends to start having problems. And it takes some fighters longer than others to get acclimatized. Danny Garcia got acclimatized quite quickly. By the third round, he was getting acclimatized to it. Vargas, again, once he dropped Khan, that helped him because Khan wasn't quite as aggressive after he dropped him. And as the fight progressed, Khan slowed down as well as Vargas acclimatizing to it. So, yeah, Khan, just so vulnerable, but so compelling to watch because of that vulnerability. And again, it's not just the vulnerability, it's also the fact that he is offensively a gifted fighter. Very fast hands, great combinations. Khan was actually going to the body more in this fight than I've seen him before. Obviously, he dropped Marcus Maidana back in the days with a body shot. But in this fight, he was throwing combinations to the body. In the mid part of the fight, his trainer Joe Goosen was telling him to do that. Goosen really wanted Khan to break Vargas down, but that just puts Khan in such a vulnerable position. You know, trying to go for the knockout like that and break the guy down like that. Khan's chin is just non-existent. You know, so when you've got a fighter that has no chin like that, to me, the last thing you need to be telling him when he's tiring and when he's already been down is to start exchanging. Why would you do that? He's ahead on the cards. He can win the fight on the back foot, moving around, boxing safe. Why are you telling him to start exchanging? Why are you telling him to, more offense? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why you? No, I think Khan needs to get rid of Goosen, get back with Hunter. I don't know what kind of differences they may have had, but yeah, that's what he needs to do in my view. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Khan scraping by, and again, he won clearly on the card, but when I say scraping by, I mean in the sense that he could have got knocked out in this fight. So yeah, he scrapes by again and manages to get a decision win in a very dramatic affair. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who will Khan fight next? Can he beat anybody at world level? Can he be competitive with anybody at world level based on the evidence of this? I know some people are going to say, well, he needed the rounds against Vargas because, blowing out Le Greco, that's not good enough preparation to get him ready for the top guys. And I agree with that. But Khan took punishment in this fight. He didn't take a tremendous amount of head punishment, punishment to the head, but he still took a few solid headshots here and there, and he took plenty of body shots. That will take a toll on his body. That puts miles on the clock. And psychologically as well, it puts miles on the clock. So it's debatable whether that will do him more harm than good or more good than harm. Because he's had a lot of tough fights in his career. Khan has taken a lot of shots in his career. A lot of brutal fights. That fight against Maidana was brutal. The fight against Lamont Peterson was brutal. The stoppage defeat against Danny Garcia was brutal. The Julio Diaz fight, he took a lot of punishment. The knockout defeat against Canelo was brutal, even though it was just one punch, really. So Khan has got a lot of miles on the clock, a lot of tough fights, taking a lot of heavy punches. So a tough fight at this stage of his career, I don't know how much that's going to benefit him. A fight as tough as that, where he was having to dig deep, yeah. So I'm starting to repeat myself here, people, but he needs to get back with Virgil Hunter. And even if he gets back with Virgil Hunter, it don't mean it's going to be good enough to beat the top guys at welterweight. No, I just think that if he gets back with Hunter, Hunter knows how to make the most out of Khan's ability. That's what I'm saying. So however far Khan can go, whatever his maximum potential is at this stage of his career, he needs Virgil Hunter to make the most of it. Goosen is going to get him knocked out again. You know, or Virgil Hunter might get him knocked out again. But what I'm saying is, Goosen will increase the chances of Khan getting knocked out and decrease the chances of him beating these top level fighters. That's my view. Drop your views in the comment section below. It's Hatman, I'm out.